Good afternoon. Today is Tuesday, March 2nd, 2021, and this is the first hearing this month for the City of Tempe Hearing Officer. My name is Vanessa McDonald, and I'm going to read something into the record, and then we're going to jump into our very brief agenda this afternoon. The City of Tempe Hearing Officer is authorized by Arizona Revised Statutes and the City of Tempe Zoning and Development Code. The hearing officer has the duty to carry out both the provisions and the intent of the Zoning and Development Code and the Tempe City Code. The hearing officer is granted the authority to conduct public hearings to decide upon the abatement of code violations occurring on properties within the City of Tempe. These code violations include, but aren't limited to, deteriorated landscaping, inoperable vehicles, deteriorated structures, storage of junk or refuse, or deteriorated swimming pools. Abatement actions are brought before the hearing officer by the city's Code Compliance Division, typically after numerous attempts at contacting the property owner to obtain voluntary compliance with the city code. The hearing officer may issue an order directing the owner, occupant, rental agent, property manager, or other responsible person to abate a code violation, or authorize the city to abate the condition giving rise to the violation. The costs of such abatement are the responsibility of the owner of the property where the violation occurred and may be collected as an assessment against the property found to be in violation. On today's agenda, we have two items. We have a set of minutes from February 16th, 2021, and just a single property abatement today. Any property owner who is aggrieved by a decision of the hearing officer may file an appeal within 14 calendar days after the hearing officer has made a decision. As such, the deadline for appealing any decision rendered today is 3 p.m. on March 16th, 2021. The property owner has 14 days to file either an appeal or to bring the property into code compliance. If neither of these things happen by this date, the property will be abated by the city. Joining me virtually this afternoon from Community Development are Shelby Meyer and Drew Yoakum. And we're going to go ahead and jump into our agenda. As I mentioned previously, agenda item number 1 is a set of minutes from February 16th, 2021. I had a chance to review those minutes in the packet that I was sent for this hearing, and I believe they accurately reflect what took place at that hearing. So I'm going to go ahead and approve the set of minutes from February 16th, 2021. Agenda item number 2 is a request for approval to abate public nuisance items at the Quijada property. This property is located at 807 East Drake Drive, and the applicant is the City of Tempe Code Compliance, represented this afternoon, I believe, by Brandy Zedler. Yes. Ms. Zedler, are you on the line this afternoon?
Yes, I am. Thank you, Madam Hearing Officer. My name is Brandy Zedler, and I'm a code inspector with the City of Tempe Code Compliance Division, and I am here this evening to request an abatement for the property located at 807 East Drake Drive, Tempe, Arizona 85283. This case was initiated on August 12, 2020 for excessive palm fronds on the palm trees located in the front and back yard at this property. Code Compliance hasn't received any further public complaints regarding the palm trees. I did speak to the property owner on site during my reinspection on Monday, March the 1st, 2021, and he stated to me that he needed more time. I did explain to him, should the case be approved by the hearing officer, that he would have 2 additional weeks to trim the palm trees before the city would abate the property.
Excuse me, Ms. Zedler, when you explained that to him, what did he say? You know, was that some comfort to him, or what was his attitude after you explained that?
He didn't really say much. All he just kept indicating to me is that he just needed more time. He never
Okay.
indicated anything else or the reason as such.
Okay. Do you have photographs from the property yesterday?
Yeah, I also went out there today, and today is the day I took the photos. There has been no change to either one of the palm trees from the original photos with the submittal of the abatement.
Okay.
The palm tree that's shown right now is the one that's in the front yard. The second photo is the palm tree in the backyard.
Okay. Yeah, it's not exactly a do-it-yourself job. So I understand it's hard for him to take care of it himself. He would have to hire someone likely to do that. So other than, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted to note that, I had spoken to him at the property indicating that I had sent him a first notice. I also mailed him a final notice, and I also posted a notice to his front door requesting that he contact me so that we could work out a reasonable time to get this taken care of. And I have never heard any contact from him whatsoever until I saw him out front at the property when I did the reinspection.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Mr. Yoakum, is there anyone on the line wanting to speak about this agenda item?
We currently have nobody on the line.
Okay. I was previously given a statement from the property owner. It wasn't clear whether he was going to join the meeting or not, but he did provide a statement that he asked be read at this hearing. So it's not very long, it's just a single paragraph. And for his benefit, since he is not participating in this hearing, I'm going to go ahead and read his remarks into the record. The property owner's name is Jesus Quijada, and his statement says, "Good morning. This is in reference to the above referenced case. Please help me resolve this matter as soon as possible. I've been a Tempe resident here at this house since 1994. I have been terminated from my job at NXP Semiconductors in Chandler recently, which has caused me some financial difficulties. Please be kind and allow me more time to resolve this matter. I need to collect at least 2 more checks to bring me back to some kind of financial stability. Please excuse my negligence in this matter and allow me to correct it. I need until the middle of April to do this. The front palm trees will be taken care of by the 17th and the rest by the middle of April. I have been struggling since August of 2020 when this came to your attention. I hope you understand my situation and are sympathetic to my request. Please feel free to call me if you have any questions or concerns. Thank you." He provided his phone number, but I don't want to actually provide that out loud. I understand his situation, but I also know that this has been a long time coming since August of last year. So we're coming up on 7 months where this has been an open case. As Ms. Zedler said, she has repeatedly made attempts to contact him during this time period, and it sounds like it was just only a coincidence that she ran into him on the property yesterday. The good thing about the abatement process is, as I noted at the beginning of the hearing, there's a 2-week window from when I issue an order for abatement to when the actual abatement occurs. So within that 2-week window, the property owner has the benefit of being able to clear up his property, his or her property. In this case, he will have 2 weeks until March 16th when he can get the work done. And I would encourage you, Ms. Zedler, to work with the property owner. I don't believe it's appropriate to deny the abatement request because that just kind of takes away the tools that you need to bring this property into compliance. But if, as he says, in the next couple of weeks, he's going to have one tree down, I would just encourage you to work with him and show him a little bit of leniency. I'm not going to define that. I'm going to leave that to you to use your judgment. Because we do try and work cooperatively with the property owners. I think you've done that and demonstrated that within the past 7 months. But I don't want to strip you of the enforcement mechanism that you need to bring this property into compliance. I also wanted to note, in case the property owner is listening, in order for you to get the work done yourself, presumably you would need to hire and pay someone directly for the labor that it's going to take to climb up in the trees and trim them and haul away the fronds. If the city does it, it goes as an assessment or a lien on your property. So that payment for the service is actually deferred to the sale of your property. So if you are in a pinch, if you're having tight financial difficulties, it seems to me that the better solution would be to allow the city to clean up the property for you and to apply that lien to your property. So that's just something to think about. But like I said, I'm encouraging code compliance to be a little bit lenient and work cooperatively with you. That being said, I do agree with the condition of the property. I think the trees need to be abated, and I'd like to give the staff, the code compliance officers, the tools that they need to ensure that this property gets cleaned up. So I'm going to approve complaint number CE 205216. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Hearing Officer.
You're welcome. That was the only item on our agenda this afternoon. Mr. Yoakum or Ms. Meyer, do we have any announcements?
Yes, the next hearing officer meeting will be held on March 16th at 5 p.m. It'll be live on Tempe 11 and here on WebEx.
Okay, great, thank you. Well, there being no other business or announcements, I'm going to go ahead and adjourn the meeting. Thank you.